Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Cardo Freecom 4X, and I'll go through installing it in the helmet, and then we'll take it out for a test ride, see how well it works, and try to make a couple test calls with it as well, and go from there. Stay tuned. Okay, let's see what we got in the box here. That was definitely packaged nice. Well, they give you quite a few brochures and things, installation guide, and of course telling you to download the Cardo Connect app, so that's one of the first things that we're going to have to do. Got various mounts, speakers, microphone, and USB to USB-C. Okay, so here we're going to scan the QR code, which brings up the App Store automatically, and just download the app you need for the Cardo unit. Alright, we have the Cardo Connect app downloaded, and we'll just continue with our Apple ID. There's quite a few things that you're giving permission for it to access, your iTunes, Bluetooth, things like that. So we'll select our unit, Freecom 4X. So we're going to turn the unit on by holding these two buttons. They're more, kind of look like more protrusions than anything, but I think that's so you can feel them with your gloves. Alright, press and hold the phone for the phone button for 5 seconds. And then you'll get a blue and red flashing LED light there. Alright. Go into our settings and we'll go into Bluetooth. Wait for it to discover the device, Freecom 4X. Okay. Back, done, pair. Okay, and then you can name your unit. We'll just leave it Freecom 4X. Actually, I think I'm going to go back, use my name. That way, I haven't gone through these instructions yet, but I'm assuming that if other people are trying to connect with you as well, that they may need your name on here. Freecom 4X is pretty universal if everybody has one. Might not know who they're connecting to, but so I'll just go ahead and put my name in there anyway. United States. And it wants to update. Make sure that you keep the unit next to the phone, and states don't close the app until the update is complete. So we'll start that updating process. Alright, so it's finished updating. So we're good there. Now before we do anything else, I think what I want to do is get the thing installed in the helmet. Alright, bring our helmet over. Look at the installation guide. Alright, it is saying to take the cheek pads off. Alright, so we need these two things. Looks like we're going to take the backing off of this. And we will put this in the area there for the speaker. And we will do this one. So basically, I don't know if you can see in there or not, but hopefully it's enough light. So we have these indents for the speakers that we have better access to when you unsnap these. And that's a Velcro with a sticky back that you put in there. Alright, and now we'll take the speakers. Alright, so the short one is going to be the left ear, which will be over here, and the longer cord, of course, for the right ear. I'm going to unsnap that back, and I'm going to run this wire under this back, the back of the head foam cushion. Okay, I think we got those in there good. All right. Got that snap back in. Okay, now it is looking to add the mic. And basically, with the full face helmet, it recommends using this particular mic. If you had an open face helmet, it gives you this option as well. So we will go with this option here. And what we will do is one of these little Velcro pads, if I can get the back off. Onto the front of the helmet where it shows. Alright, let's get the mount. This is the mounting plate. Okay. Wires in, connecting them to the, if I can get that to go in there. That is a tight fit. Okay, so we've got that, and then I'm actually gonna undo this thing again. Alright, I think that alright, we've got that in there. We got all the wires connected. I'm thinking that this just snaps in place. And that is it as far as installing. Not too bad. It's a little bit tricky getting all the wires tucked in, and I'm not sure I like this quite like it is now. I may fiddle with that a little bit, see if I can't get those wires a little bit better hid. And the wire for the mic, not quite sure I like the way that's lining up either, but again, I'll work on that for now. You have to have room, and of course, with this modular helmet and this lifting up, naturally this wire has to be a little bit long in order for that to do that. And then when you close it, this wire then kind of folds up. So we'll have to see how that works when I'm riding and how it feels, if it's, you know, against my cheek or anything and making it uncomfortable or whatever, but we'll see. I'll see if there's a better way of doing that, and maybe you guys know a better way, and might work okay. And of course the other thing is too, I could always try to use this. I think there is enough room in there to where I could use this type of mic and not have to worry about that wire protruding out, and then this would just be visible when you open the modular part. So that's an option that I may take a look at as well after the first ride. Alright, so I'm going to take it out, for a ride with my son on his Harley. Now, he does not have a unit, so I won't be able to test the intercom function right now, but just listening to the music, I can hear it pretty clear. You do hear quite a bit of the outside ambient noises coming through, the wind, motorcycle, engine sound, so on and so forth. But we'll see how it does here. Okay, so I just switched over to the built-in FM radio on the Cardo unit, and it does have 6 stations, or 6 spots that you can preset stations in your local area. And while you're riding, I've got 4 stations programmed in right now, but while you're riding, if you start getting out of range of a particular radio station that you're listening to, it will automatically switch to the next station with the strongest signal. So you can set that up in your settings, but so far the radio is coming through good. I like it. Again, you've got the ambient noises that are kind of coming in, and that could also be alleviated, I think, with possibly a better helmet, a little bit higher quality, and we'll see though how this performs as we get a little further into the ride and start getting up to some higher speeds. Okay, so we are at higher speeds, and I actually did pull over and adjust some settings using the Cardo Connect app, and some of the changes I made in there as far as increasing the volume, both in the app as well as on the phone itself, and some of the other settings that helps with the ambient noise have definitely improved the overall sound quality. It's definitely coming through a lot better now than it was earlier in the ride, so there's definitely a lot that you can do to adjust the overall performance of the unit just using the settings. And so far so good. I'm going to be trying to make a phone call here shortly, and I'll see how that goes. one of the features that I do like is a natural voice command. Basically, it's similar to when you're using your phone. It's basically you tell it, hey Cardo, and then what you want it to do. So anyway, that part is pretty natural. That way you don't have to use the buttons. So far, the speech commands are working good. And they give you quite a few of the commands in the brochure that you get. The trick is remembering them all. So once you practice them and you've used them enough, it'll be second nature. But so I do like that feature, and I did make a phone call, so that came through okay. It was a little bit hard to hear with the ambient noises, but overall I was still able to make a call at basically 55 miles an hour. So that part worked good as well. So far I like the unit. Alright, as you can see, I did play with the wires. It's a lot neater look now. I got it nice tucked up in there, so the side wires don't look like a mess. You can see the speaker in there. And basically the wire that goes to the microphone really didn't bother me at all. Didn't notice it. I could see it a little bit in my peripheral vision, but nothing that was distracting, and actually after just a short bit, I didn't even realize it was there. So overall, I recommend the unit. I like it. It'll be interesting to test out the intercom feature with other riders. And this does pair up with almost any Bluetooth headset out there. So if they're able to communicate through some type of intercom system, you should be able to connect with this unit as well. All right, that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.